Garrosh versus Rexar.
As for now, I'm staying with Patron Warrior. I don't really see a reliable meta at the moment, therefore I'll just play a deck that is strong overall. And I enjoy playing it so far. So basically no reason to change. Okay, this looks okay. I'd like to have something fast like a Slam or a Fiery War Axe, but... Okay, let's face. I don't really want to throw this down, because there are easy ways for him to deal with it, like, let's say, Abusive Sergeant. But given that I have a Taskmaster, I guess it's fine. Glaive double hits it, but soaks up like 5 damage, so I guess that's good. Oh, he keeps it stealth. Huh. I could consider using Whirlwind and hitting this. Gives me 2 armor, clears this board. Could also Fiery War Axe Whirlwind. Just to get rid of the 2 damage and to get 1 armor. Like, gets rid of like 3 damage then. Question is how scared I am of the future turns. Okay, I have these 2 anyways, but I really have to get rid of the Knife Juggler, that's for sure. It's either like Taskmaster hit, War Axe hit, or Whirlwind hit. I think Whirlwind is worth it. Just because I'm taking damage 2 times from this. Oh, look at that. I guess I just play this then. Soaked up. Like, it gave me 1 armor, 2 armor, and soaked up 3 additional damage. So it healed me for 5, basically. Guess that's worth it. Scientist is annoying. I'd like to play these 3.
Let the pain speak to me.
I guess I'll just leave it there. Oh, another bow. This sucks. I wish I would play my Hearthstone version now. So I have these 2. I want to play my Frothing. Might be worth it. Frothing, Slam, Dread Corsair, hit. The other option is Slam, hit this, execute this before. Maybe Battle Rage? Not really, right? Okay, let's see what we draw first. An Inner Rage. Interesting.
I must choose.
Blood and plunder.
Guess I'm in full defensive mode now. Good thing is he will either... He will has to... Yeah, exactly. He has to use the bow, or I can get a battle rage off that. Okay, this will deal 8 damage. This sucks. It's probably okay. Could play these two. And then trigger the explosive. Not bad. He has to clear because of Bill Rage. Let's just do it this way. Ooh, okay. Well, it's always good to play like cards that are not that much on the meta right now. I pretty much expected Explosive Trap, so that's a good card to play on his side. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a good combination of cards. 5, 7. I'll take it.
I strike.
Charge forward! Mage. Strike.
Given that he already used 2 bows, should be hard to deal for him with this board. Oh, okay, yeah. Soaked up 5 damage. I love Armorsmiths. Let's see, regardless of the trap, I feel like I want to Whirlwind. Because I get more healthy patrons that spawn even more healthy patrons. If it's explosive trap. And in case of another misdirection, this has a higher chance of hitting something that survives. Easily. The Armorsmiths have done some serious work in this game.
Garrosh versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
These two seem pretty good against Mage. Mulligan all cards could be Freeze Mage then. But then I'm not in a hurry anyways. Question is, do I want to keep the Gnomish Inventor? Probably not. Right. Yeah.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Might have been worth to keep the Battle Rage with this in hand. Against such an opening, I drop this, and if it's Mirror Entity, I can hit it with a weapon next turn, and then I could get off a Battle Rage with a coin, something like that. So it might be Freeze Mage. Which means I don't really want to do anything here, and which also means I might have been better off with keeping the Gnomish Inventor. I don't want to play any of these cards right now. It's super situational anyways, with Whirlwind, Execute, Patron, Ghoul. Would be a nice hand for Thaurissan, I guess. See if he plays like Loot Hoarder. Dargon, what is the best way to deal with Freeze Mages? I've been playing against a lot of them recently, would like to have some tips. Oh, it depends heavily on what deck you play. Okay, so that's not a Freeze Mage. With Patron Warrior, you usually want to apply a little bit of pressure and outlast them by gaining a lot of armor with Armorsmith, and then bursting them down with like Frothings and such. With other decks like Zoo, you want to apply as much pressure as possible from the start to deny them good draw turns so that they can gather their resources to keep your board in check, stuff like that. With midrange Paladin, well, yeah, that's basically the same approach, like curving out, applying pressure. It's a hard matchup though. Freeze Mage is heavily favored against midrange Paladin usually. Save like stuff like Owl and Equality for key minions, I guess. So what do I do with this guy now? It's good that he couldn't curve out, so it's probably Mech, right? Has to be Mech. Kinda want to deal with this right now. But I... Okay. Well, I forgot about the secret over the time being. Never mind, should be alright. I still have like 2 Whirlwind effects for the Patron anyways. Well, subconsciously I remembered the secret, that's why I played this first, I guess. I'll leave it up to him to do the clearing. It's 2 damage, which means I can hit this with War Axe next turn. Or I can just Whirlwind it away. Oh, okay.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
I could go for Acolyte double Whirlwind.
I wonder.
Maybe even coin Execute.
Let the pain speak to me.
Let's check for a counterspell. Okay. I think I can afford to waste an Execute for like 1 damage on the Mana Worm. It protects this guy, which he might have to ping. If he doesn't, I have 1 additional damage for stuff like this. Oh, well. Or maybe not. Whoa!
Sorry that happened.
That's like almost my RNG. I didn't get too many great cards here, but I guess I can just develop my Frothing. If he has to use a spell on that, he's running low on cards. On the other hand, there's the problem with this being a mirror entity. I guess I just develop the Gnomish then. Let's draw the card first. It's also better against duplicate. This is randomly in his deck. Okay, that's good. Taking this 5 hurts, but
I see.
Okay. This might actually hurt. That's 7. So I'm at 5. Fireball might win him the game. This would have been better earlier. To throw it into the mirror entity. So if I play this armor up, I can gain 3 armor, which means this is 7, this is 8, 14. He would be 1 off. He would have to kill the Armorsmith, but oh.
I must choose.
Could also be better to use an execute here. I just leave him with a board that he basically has to clear at some point. If he has a Flame Strike in his deck, then I might have some problems. But I hope that he used 2 Frostbolts already. If he doesn't have exactly like 2 Fireballs, or that's also quite good against that swap spare part actually. If he had exactly like Fireball and the attack spare part, then it would have been a little bit annoying. Which means I would be dead, but other than that it looks quite okay, I believe. Still not great. But he has to clear the Armorsmith basically, because I will get a bunch of armor. Okay. Okay, so he had the Fireball. So I was right about that. I wonder what this is. Okay. Let's see. He probably counts on me not having 4 attacks for these guys, which is not the case. I'm dead to any damage if I... No, I'm not. Okay. Whatever. Can hit. Play Battle Rage. Can I injure this somehow? I probably have to use the Fiery Warwick on that. And then I trade here, execute it, and get a good Battle Rage off.
Strike.
Seems to be the plan for now. Yep. Ah. So now he needs exactly the second Fireball because this is a spare part. Should be safe from here. If this is not the second Fireball, I'm safe. It wasn't bad. Like, if this is a minion, it's actually quite a good idea not to play it. Huh. I guess I want to get as much armor as possible.
I wonder.
This also pumps up the Frothing.
Let the pain speak to me. I strike. Strike.
You win this.
Well played.
I might have been better off with saving my first execute, not wasting it on the Mana Worm and then using it on something like the Goblin Blast Mage. But I managed to stabilize. And you've seen, like, in the 2 games, you've seen how much work the Armorsmith can do. So I'm not quite convinced on cutting one of them, as some lists sometimes do it.
The light shall bring victory.
Victory or death!
Priest. No. I think I really want weapons against Priest to deal with all the early combo minion stuff, and maybe an execute. Yeah, probably an execute because of stuff like Deathlord and Balance Chosen and Blade Master Circle. I feel like these are all good reasons. Huh. I'll just throw it down because it's harder to get value from them later because of Cabal. It's not easy for him to kill it right now without me drawing an additional card. That's an interesting card to play. I haven't seen this in ages. I think I go for wanted to go Slam Bellrage, but it just occurred to me that I'm not damaged. So maybe just Gnomish Inventor, like hit and let's see if I can find a Death Spite. Nope. At least he can't heal it. So the damage here is, if he doesn't run Earthen or doesn't want to play Circle, then the damage on this should be permanent. Fortunately, I couldn't slam it. I still really need some weapons. But it seems like I can draw a bunch of cards until the Emperor goes down, which is quite good. Also have some combo pieces in hand. But I'm still missing some key cards against Priest. Ah, there we go. That's good, I can deal with this next turn. Probably. Is this Mech Priest? Probably is, right? If you run Nullifier? I mean, Nullifier is not even good against Zoo because Zoo kills your Tastingo usually with like Power Overwhelming and Abusive Sergeant. What the hell? Turn 4 pass. Good old Priest Dream. Well, I guess I'm doing it this way then. Try to get myself damaged, and maybe I can draw an additional card from this when the Emperor comes down. Maybe I can sacrifice it before the Cabal. Perfect. Thanks. How many cards do I have? Should be 8, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Pretty much perfect.
Bring the pain. Bring the pain.
Hey, give me a minute.
It's not even like, it's not just important to draw the card here before the Emperor, which is the obvious play, like the obvious reason, but it's also nice against Cabal so he doesn't get a like full health minions of that. Not playing any cards, it's a little bit annoying. But as soon as he plays a minion, I have a lot of stuff. I'll just need a Frothing, and then I can probably go wild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So would be at 11. 11 is bad. 10 is also bad. So I kind of don't want to use the Battle Rage. I have too many cards. Let's say I will draw one from this too. So I'll play the Battle Rage. 11, 12.
What now?
12, 10. Actually,
I must choose.
Arm made to fit. Arm made to fit.
Hey, give me a minute.
Bring pain.
I don't need any of these cards to win the game. I need this card and these cards. That's 6, 7, 8. So I wouldn't be able to play all these and Frothing.
Well played.
Okay, that's interesting. It's a huge Frothing, I'd say. I can play... What can I play? I have 8 mana, which means 5. So I cannot play the patrons. But I won't need the patrons anyways. I can play 3 minions right now. Okay. This is 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10 triggers. So much damage. 10, 12. 12 plus 5 plus 4 is 21. Okay, that's... yeah. I just need the boombots not to hit my Frothing. Wow. Wow. Okay, this went off, obviously. Yep. Like, I would have needed to know whether or not a boombot hits this, if I could play like stuff like Inner Rage or the second Unstable Ghoul to run into the boom. But the damage is obviously enough because this cannot attack and the Whirlwind went off and this was still alive. Animations, animations. All these animations for nothing because he just conceded.